If we now preview our postcodes page, if we go for the zone 1, because it's got quite a few postcodes here, if we click on postcodes, you can see we've got a form here, we've got a list of postcodes, but we've forgotten to display the pagination, obviously, because they are more than obviously just 10 records. So if we go back to the editor, one thing we need to do, still inside of the postcode plugin, inside of the plugin admin folder, after the table, what we need to do is simply echo object paging get paging. For now, semicolon and closing PHP tag. If we save the file, go back to the browser, refresh, now we can see we have next and last links, and we can obviously go through all these pages. And that seems to be working fine. So next thing to do obviously is to add new records. So if we go back to the editor, we can close this postcode plugin now, open admin, pages, zone, and we scroll down to the codes and open the add.php file, and we're going to start with the opening PHP tag, and after that we're going to start with the object form equals a new form, then we go for object valid equals new validation, we're passing object form as parameter, object valid underscore expected equals array, and we're only going for the post code. If I copy this line, paste it underneath, now rather than expected, it's going to be required. And now we go for our try and catch statement. We obviously catch in our exception. And if there was an exception, then we echo helper JSON array. Inside of this array, we're going to have error equals true and validation equals object valid errors messages. Inside of the try statement, we check if object valid is valid, else we throw new exception saying invalid entry. But if it's valid, then we first check if the postcode isn't a duplicate. So postcode equals string to upper. We first put in all characters to the uppercase, then helper alphanumerical only, object valid, and we're passing the post array and the index post code. So that's going to be our post code, basically filtered and in the uppercase. Now we do is if object shipping is duplicate post code, and we're passing this post code as the argument, then object valid add to errors, and we add in for the postcode field obviously message duplicate postcode, and then throw new exception to obviously terminate the code, and then duplicate postcode. Next thing is the array, which equals array, and what we're going to put here is post code equals post code, and then zone, which is zone ID. These are basically the fields which will be added to the database as a new record. Let's continue with this file in the next video.